I thought I was going to be like very happy and like it was going to be a joy to play with my sisters after many years. But actually, I was so surprised and a little bit like shocked how much it brought back. Like I just was back to being, you know, the child learning, and I was back there suddenly in like 1 second. It just felt incredible because it was a moment I could share with my sisters, who were of course also back, you know, there with me. So it was like a super shared experience, and we were just back to being children, really. And I was really surprised also by the fact that the moment that kind of triggered my, you know, my tears and the real emotion started to kick in, it was actually a non-related musical moment. It just at some point like turned my sister's page like we used to do when we were younger, because she couldn't turn in that moment and she would struggle. And then doing that, like literally after so many years, just felt like, you know, it just triggered me, and I couldn't help it. Like it was just a lot to take in. It was like an emotional journey. Yesterday I could only say that there was love, like family, sisterhood, the love that we all shared. And you know, music sometimes, I mean, definitely can unite, but it can also divide. You know, for us as a family, I definitely felt like over the years he had the power to divide us. So much like went in there. It's not just happiness, it's not just joy. I mean, it's a lot of painful situations. And now going back to the same moment when we were so united because of it, it was such a joy and such a relief to know that, you know, it's not like a bad thing. You know, music can still be that thing that, you know, the special bond we had. And, you know, for my parents, obviously, like, you know, they were so much involved in it. You know, it's not like three of us playing and they were watching, they were really part of it. And that joy and the sharing, like the sharing of the same feeling. In that moment, we were all one. We were all like in it, and we all felt the same. It hit me like emotionally, and I'm not that easy to like people who know me, they will know I don't cry easily. Like in any case, this was like, yeah, such a witness of how music can be incredibly powerful to bring up back the memories, to make you feel the same of like years and years ago, like the same person, and to also make you feel like the time, in one blink, in a few seconds, you're back and you're like forward. And yeah, it's just so powerful. My dad, he helped us so much, in whole the musical journey. He was there every time we had a bad lesson, every time we were like not feeling like we were gonna make it, or we didn't win a competition, or we just played bad in a concert. He was there just to really, kind of push us through the hard times. Yeah, it's just like such a strong, influence on us. I was not, the kind of child being pushed by his parents to actually pick up an instrument. If anything, my mom, I think, was more probably like keen for us to become like ballet dancers or anything to do with ballet, because she loves, going to the theater. She loves that world. She sometimes sings as well, like in operas, as a choir member. I've done a few years of ballet, and then I just asked her if I could go to violin lessons, because I saw like a poster on a school, and I was elementary school. Yeah, I started to go to weekly lessons, but it was just a game. And the first year I was banging on the violin, just knocking on the wood, trying to get some exciting noises out. And back home I would do whatever like horrible noise, and my parents would just clap and say, well done, it sounds amazing. And obviously it didn't, but just goes to shows how much effort I was still making to kind of do something with this instrument, and how much they were already supporting me.
Bravissima! Bravissimo mondo!
Amore.
Tan, tan, pausa. Tan, tan, pausa. Pausa. Pausa.
My older sister was already playing the piano, so she would start playing her first few melodies, and I would just play an open string just to accompany her. It wouldn't sound great, but I just kept going, and she was so excited to just hear another person making another sound on a different instrument. And that's how it all started. We naturally just started playing together. My mom sometimes would make my younger sister, play the drums, and we would put costumes and pretend we're like amazing musicians with long dresses, and she would just make it like a game. It was really a game, and we would love it, like to pretend we're on stage and to create this concert thing. And yeah, it was just so much fun.
Bravissime!
Sì, siamo qui. Ciao. tutto uguale. Che bello il fuoco. Oh, è bellissimo.
Io sono giallo, il tuo è verde.
Our parents were just wonderful, and yeah, we should never forget that, even in the less good times. But back then maybe I didn't realize it, but now I really do. And I think, yeah, watching my sister, like she will become a mother, I think she will keep this with her, and she will know that, to be a good parent, you definitely, I mean, you have someone who you can look up to in a way. Like our parents, I'm so grateful for them that they were able to be there, to make it, and just be so open to let the emotions go. Because music, is a language that doesn't have barriers. You just have to accept and be there completely like open to let the emotions go. And if that's even physical, like you feel goosebumps, you get like the tears, that just shows how strong. I mean, obviously you can have that through an image, but very rarely that makes me cry, for instance. Like for me, it's really like the sound and that kind of auditory experience just can hit you right through. Like it's really like insane and so intense. You could play something. You want to play something? Yeah, just play something.
No, ma no.